Hey everybody, so I don't have any great ideas for videos right now, so I just decided that I'd make this little D.Va guide, since I made her, and see if I can help anybody out. Probably won't be able to, but I could try it anyway. I'm going to be going through three main points, which is ult usage, focusing, and shielding as D.Va. So first off, I'm going to talk about shielding. So, one of those important things that you can do with your shield is to save your teammates. So, one of the best things that I think that shows that the D.Va is really good is that they shield their teammates if they're in any trouble. So, if they're getting focused by somebody, go ahead and shield them so that they can get out of the way. Or if they've been frozen by a Mei, then you walk up to the Mei and you shield so that the Mei can't, headshot them. And if a Roadhog ends up hooking your teammates, then you might want to try and go up in front of the Roadhog and shield so that he can't shoot your teammate. Another piece of advice is to shield when you're retreating, and that kind of sounds obvious, but I see a lot of divas who just turn around and start running, and you can do that if you have your boost and you can get away quickly, but if you can't, then you should just try and shield in front of you while you step back so that you don't take as much damage, and you can try to get out without dying. The last thing is don't waste your shields on minute amounts of damage. So, when you're doing a poke battle, and you see like, you're getting small amounts of damage from a Lucio, then you don't want to waste your shield on those Lucio bullets and then have it be completely gone when somebody uses their ultimate. You want to save it for that stuff. You gotta save it from those real danger. Alright, now that we're through that, we're on to focusing people as D.Va. So I haven't really looked at any official guides or anything online. So I don't know what the community in general thinks of when you focus people as D.Va. But in my own experience, I found it best to focus on people who are alone, like a support. You fly behind the team, the support's alone in the back. You want to focus her. If you're just in a regular team battle and you're trying to decide who to attack, you should generally go for the bigger people since your fusion cannons have like pellet and spray damage. You want to go up to bigger people so that they absorb more of the bullets, because if you're shooting at like a soldier, half of your bullets are going to miss unless you're right up in his face. But if you're shooting at a Roadhog, they're probably all going to hit, and you're probably going to end up picking the Roadhog a lot better than you would trying to chase around a soldier. Also, just another thing that's pretty obvious as well, since it is spray damage, but be close when you're attacking somebody, unless you're like just in a poke battle and you're just trying to deal damage and be far away. So if anyone holds, if you're just an actual team battle though, get up close to people to shoot them. Don't try to shoot from several meters away. That's not gonna work. You're not gonna do as much damage, and unless they're melee, then they're probably gonna do a lot more damage and end up getting you out of your mech. The last thing, which I think I have perfected as D.Va as much as I possibly can, is ult usage. So, when you're using your ultimate, you have to make sure the enemy team is grouped. That's a huge part. And you have to make sure that the enemy team is distracted, which is a very important part to getting, team wipes, all of them play the games. So, you gotta make sure the enemy team's distracted. You don't just throw in your ultimate when they're not doing anything, they're not attacking anybody, because they're all gonna see it, and then they're all gonna find a place to hide. What you want to do is throw in your ultimate when the enemy team's distracted with, somebody else's ultimate, or you're in the middle of a team fight, because they're trying to focus on, who to attack and what are my cooldowns at, and then all of a sudden your ult just flies in, and they don't have as much time to react, and it's very, very effective if you make sure that they're distracted. And another thing, throw your ultimate, use your boost ability and then use your ultimate so that it can project it over, because if you just straight up fly into the middle of their team and then use it, everyone's gonna know, everyone saw you fly in, and they're probably already running because they probably already know you have your ultimate. Also, don't panic ult, please. If you're running low on health and one person is focusing you and you're low on health, just die, honestly. It's better that you die than waste your ult on one person who isn't even gonna get killed by it. I mean, yeah, if the entire enemy team is surrounding you in an enclosed space, depending on the situation, you could probably use your ultimate. But don't panic ult, because you're just gonna waste it, and oh my god, just don't, please. Alright, so now that you've heard those tips, go out there and be a pro. I don't really know what to say. This is an outro. Bye.